What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Infinite Gains, and we're back again with another GME and AMC update video. So yeah, I mean, obviously GME's coming down a little bit here. I did post on my X, we're all kind of targeting this really simple retrace level about this $21. So this is kind of what you want to see. We are on the daily chart right now. We could go down to the 4 hours real quick and just check that out, right? So you do want to see, because you don't want to come all the way down to the value area low, right? You don't want to come back down all the way to this like $1970 level, right? You want to see a bounce at 21, right? You want to see a bounce here, or at least at the bottom of this range at like 2073. So like really that 21 to 2090s level, like you want to see a bounce there. And then it's like really from here, this is what you want to see. You want to see a bounce here, and then you want to break your, let's go to the daily again. So we'll go up to the daily. You want to see a break of your point of control on the daily chart, which is, I mean, you can see here at the poly line is at 24.45, 24.50. So you want to break that $24, $25 level here, right? So you want to see, okay, you want to come down. Oh, where's my thing? You want to come back down, see a bounce, break this, and then shoot up past your daily value area high, which is at sitting at that $33 level. So you want to come up above 33, find support either at the 33 or in this $30 range, and then come up like this. So you want to see something like this, right? And this is kind of your fast case scenario where like, yo, we're really moving here. Like we really got something going on, that we really got a lot of momentum from this kind of bottoming out here, right? So that's, I mean, like really, like if you start seeing a bounce, like you start seeing a break of this high, right? So if you start really seeing like a break of your local high here at around that $25, $26 level, like dang, I mean, it could be go time, like for real. Like it could be go time, because you're breaking major resistance right here, because you had this recovery in Bitcoin. I mean, GME was like, yo, I'm ready to go. Boom, dilution news, bottoming pattern, come up, find support, and then it's like, we finally break that daily point of control, like, and then you break $33, like you're freaking going, like GME's like, I'm done with this shit. I'm like I'm done with chopping around. Like once you start really getting that from here on, I mean, like you put on, your MACD and different indicators. I mean, you're seeing a lot of momentum really shifting, to the upside. So it's like, I mean, you start seeing like a bounce like this. I mean, it could literally look like this. I mean, and then once you break this zone, right? Once you break around that $68 level, I mean, you're gone. Like I would just say that once you break May high, and then once you break this like $60, $70 level, like you're freaking gone, right? Like you're going to the moon. So that's kind of interesting. We could look at something like that. Let's pull up AMC over here. So I mean, something that I posted on X again too is like this. Yay. AMC really likes these little freaking cup formation things, right? And we made another one here. So it's I mean, I think I said this in my last video, is that you wanted to make a double bottom. You wanted that area to really hold, because really below that, like below this, like below these lows, things could have gotten really ugly. So like you want to see some upside from here, right? Because at that point, if you break below your recent low here at around 413, like you're probably cooked. Like last line of support, like literally worst case is that like you come back down to this 360 level and then do this. But okay, that's not happening. Fuck that. Like that is not happening, because then you're done. Like you built up months of consolidation just to break down. Like, come on, that's bullshit. So this is what you want to see, is you want to see a recovery from this level, potentially tomorrow, potentially sometime early next week. Is you want to see, I mean, because you really got to think this downtrend is pretty freaking close. It's around that 470. Like, you start breaking up again, up above that 470, 480, $5 level, you're breaking out of this consolidation. I mean, there are some levels that you kind of have to fight. Like, if we go up to our daily, you would have to break this invalidation level at 572, then your value area high on the daily at 816. So those are really your two levels. So you want to see something like this play out, right? You want to see a bounce from this area. Boom. Where's the polyline on this one? We don't really need it, but at this like 475 area, which is your high volume node, is at 475. Like, you break out of this formation, you break out of this consolidation, you break 475, you break invalidation zone at 578, and then you break value area high at 816. Like, you have fully completed your head and shoulder pattern, and you're freaking going to the moon. So while this is happening, while AMC is doing this shit, like, AMC should bottom here in this formation. Otherwise, you're cooked. I mean, last point of support is $4 and $3.60. That is like worst case scenario. Like again, I don't see that happening. I really do not see a breakdown from this area. In fact, I see quite the opposite, that you should freaking launch out of this area. Is you want to see a break to the upside, and then something like this. You break this 3-year long downtrend here, like, and you just have this big ass reverse head and shoulder pattern. And then, so while AMC is doing this, you're gonna see GME do this. Is this drawn to, like, am I sitting here saying, hey, this is gonna happen tomorrow, or like, hey, next week we're gonna be on the moon? No, I don't do dates again. I just focus on structure. I focus on what is possible. Is this possible playing out very soon? Yeah, it is possible. And that's what I would want to see. I do want to see a bounce off of 21 on GME, and I do want to see a bounce from this level on AMC. Am I sitting here saying, like, hey, most tomorrow? No, I don't do that. I don't hype up dates. I don't, do shit like that. I just kind of focus on the structure, and that's kind of what it's telling me right now. So, that's just kind of what we're looking at. And I mean, yeah, things could get potentially very, very interesting if you start bumping from this level. So it's just something to keep an eye out on moving forward. So that's GME, AMC. We'll head over to Bitcoin, right? So I posted this in my last video, and it played out pretty good. We got it. I mean, literally, it was kind of crazy because I drew it, and then it was like literally like a day later, like, we had dumped. But I mean, so essentially, for this to kind of fully play out, is you want to break. So obviously, I mean, we'll put this back up. So this is your PRZ, right, that I said in my last video, is your price reversal zone, right? So you make a price reversal zone with your harmonic, and then if price rejects at your PRZ, then you would set your stop loss. Where would you set your stop loss? You would set it, I mean, you could have a trailing stop, but you would set it in profit below your PRZ zone, right? And then if the harmonic fully plays out, well, you would target your lower C level. And so, like, if this plays out, you would get a rejection from this little flag pattern. You'd break down, you'd break your C level, get a rejection from your initial psi in your Wyckoff distribution schematic, and then you get a rejection here, and then you would head down lower, right? So this is kind of our idea right now. Am I sitting here saying, hey, Bitcoin's like 100% dead? I do, yeah. I mean, I've been bearish for a while now. I'm not going to sit here and say, that it's been fully confirmed yet, because it hasn't. You want to see a confirmation below that $53K level. Have I provided like some free, like pretty good short entries? Like, yeah. Like, I've been trying to provide like good, very good short entries that you could ride all the way down, right? Because I mean, if you just set your stop loss and profit, if you just set it a little bit below, I mean, that's like the trade is no longer even a risk for you. I've tried to kind of provide like no risk trades, right, or like very low risk trades, because I am bearish on Bitcoin. But like, I'm not gonna sit here and say, I can predict the future. This is literally what I see happening is if you break below your C, if you get a rejection at this 54K dollar level, I mean, chances are that like this really is distribution, like, and you will head down to the 40s to even $30,000 levels. So that's just what I'm seeing. XRP, okay, I don't know why that pulled up, but we'll head over to XRP, and okay, we have XRP market cap. So look at this one. XRP is, I mean, it's legit just a big bear flag. I mean, like, I hate for it to be that simple, but I mean, it's like you just have this huge bear flag, and we just simply take the measurement of this flag and you bring it down, and it's like you're cooked, right? I mean, you're cooked. Like that if just the bear flag plays out, that already takes you to the 20-cent level. But yeah, I mean, you got a rejection there. If Bitcoin keeps coming down, well, I mean, XRP is going to come down as well, because XRP hasn't been behaving like an altcoin. It hasn't. It just, and I'll tell you, I mean, I've said this for weeks now, is that I think that XRP is not really concerned about being an altcoin anymore. It's really waiting for a big breakout moment, and it's playing out a just huge triangle pennant pattern. Is you broke below your 100 and your daily 200 SMAs, but we'll go to my other chart here. It might be on this chart. Let me check. Might be on this one. I don't really know, if I'm being honest. I don't know what I did with this chart. Nope, not on this one. Might be on this one. Sorry. But I mean, so what would happen is XRP, yeah, here we go. So XRP would just come down. I mean, a lot, and I hate saying that, right? Because it's kind of weird. I feel weird saying that, trust me, like, because it does feel kind of like, wait, what are you actually saying here? Like, XRP is going to go down that much? Like, Bitcoin's going to go down this much? Well, I mean, as of now, yeah, it is possible. I mean, you have this huge harmonic, you have this huge pennant that's kind of playing out very similar to this one, right? And so, yeah, I mean, you really could come back down, and especially if Bitcoin breaks down, well, XRP is screwed as well. And then ultimately you would get this pretty big breakout like this on XRP, and then Bitcoin would do something like this. You would come down and then head back up, and that's why I think Bitcoin is doing a much longer cycle, which is why it didn't make a lot of progress in this bull run, is because one, it was like getting way too predictable. Like, hey, I just buy Bitcoin all-time high and I ride it up 1,000,000%. Well, if something becomes way too predictable, I mean, chances are it's not going to play out like that again, right? But also it was like, Bitcoin has a parabolic curve, right? It's called a parabolic curve, where like the rate of growth of Bitcoin is not going to be the same as original cycles, and it's going to take longer to play out, because as assets mature, they cannot have the same rate of growth as in the beginning. I mean, it's very simple. I mean, you just pull up a log chart of Bitcoin, and it's like you can just see it without even drawing anything on the chart. So as of now, yeah, I'm bearish. I mean, if I'm not going to sit here and say, hey, I know everything, I'm the freaking Bitcoin king. Yeah, I mean, you could still come out of here and try to reclaim the 200. You could try to do that, but all of your SMAs are trapped below. So, I mean, I don't know. It's just like, at this point, I really don't see it happening. I really see the downside coming. So yeah, that's the whole video. It's like a little quick update video for you guys, and yeah, let's see what tomorrow brings us. Let's see what next week brings us, and just take it day by day. Don't degen, don't buy weeklies, but yeah, could things get interesting here soon? Yeah, they really could. So I'll see you guys in the next one, and thank you guys for watching. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. We're almost at 1,000 subscribers. We're getting there, man. So yeah, I mean, make sure to support the channel, subscribe, join the Discord so you can have access to me as well. You can shoot me a message. You can say, hey, check this stock out, and I'll try to get to you, and I'll try to respond to you. So thanks for watching, and peace out, guys.